massive day for the unemployed. Mutahar just got exposed for lying about his job for like 10 years. Apparently, he's been lying about his credentials for well over 10 years and deceiving his audience.
I'm a dropout myself. I've never finished university.
Dropout, liar, fraud. A creator by the name of Nikandros dropped this bombshell, and by golly, let's check it out.
Hey, YouTube isn't my job. Thank God my job isn't YouTube.
YouTube is not my job. YouTube is not my job. YouTube is not my job.
YouTube is not my job.
YouTube is not my job.
I use YouTube as a hobby. This is not a job for me, okay?
All right, so if YouTube isn't his job, you know, what is his job, you might ask yourself. My guess is like Nintendo reviewer.
So what is that job? If you ask Mutahar's fans, they think he's a cybersecurity expert, an IT professional, a video editor. Ethan said, day trader? There seems to be an awful lot of uncertainty about this definitely real job that Mutahar has.
My apologies for not censoring the J slur, but Mutahar, you can't have the pie and eat it too. You gotta be unemployed in these streets, you dig? Saying?
Mutahar's also insisted throughout his career that he is an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
I'm a fucking engineer. I'm a goddamn engineer. I'm an engineer.
I'm a fucking engineer. I'm an engineer.
I'm only an engineer. Oh, I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer. I'm just an engineer.
Tech support stolen valor is crazy.
I'm an engineer.
But there's multiple types of engineers, so what kind of engineer is he?
I'm a fucking computer engineer. I'm a computer engineer. Dude, I'm a fucking computer engineer.
I'm a YouTuber. Why are you asking me?
And I'm just like a computer engineer.
The dude straight up went through hella transcripts and found out that Mutahar was contradicting himself in quite a bit of them. At first, he was saying he was an engineer, then he switched it up as well. Next thing you know, he worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
Based on what I've read, it's actually illegal to call yourself an engineer if you are not a licensed engineer.
You know what? I heard enough. Toss this dude in jail. Do not pass go, do not collect 200.
For Mutahar to be a licensed computer engineer, for him to be able to legally call himself a computer engineer, or an engineer in general, he would need a 4-year degree, 4 years of training, and to pass the National Professional Practice Exam.
Turns out he really was some ordinary gamer. But it gets even funnier because apparently he's a video engineer too now.
I'm a video engineer now. I think I know how this fucking works. Speaking out of an engineer, like if I wasn't a computer science engineer, I wouldn't speak about Elon being an idiot.
You don't need a degree to call Elon an idiot. Like a homeless person outside my 7-Eleven's doing the same thing.
This is why, as a cybersecurity engineer,
This guy's like the jack of all trades, Johnny Sins of engineering. The stolen valor thing said earlier is right. It's like he wants to dip his toes into the unemployed drama sphere without, you know, actually feeling like a loser. You know, own up to it. Who cares? They getting mad, you getting rich.
Mutahar clearly wants the prestige of being perceived as an engineer, given that he's been calling himself an engineer for the past 10 years. And he uses this title to make himself more authoritative.
But I'm an engineer. I know how this stuff is going, so I'm not even speaking out of pocket right here, okay? If you want to disagree with me, feel free, but you're actually wrong.
Feel free, but you're actually wrong.
As somebody who is a computer, engineer, somebody who understands computer code, for instance.
It's like that pirate software code meme, and I don't understand shit here, so if anyone smart in the comments wants to enlighten us, go ahead.
Like, it's a really good explanation of why, like, I picked engineering as, like, the road to go down when I was studying. I'm like,
So he would have an engineering degree.
I went to university for computer sciences, and that's it.
education background, asking because a lot of CS knowledge.
If he lied to Dr. K, I swear to God I'll be angry. You don't want to see me angry.
Okay, so at least a computer science degree.
I thought when I got into university for a while, and I dropped out like a semester in because I was like, okay, no.
Oh, he dropped out after a semester.
Like, I'm a dropout myself. I've never finished university, but I'm not going to dog on like school. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to learn to be
valuable.
Yeah, if you're going to be an engineer, if you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, if you're going to be in the STEM field.
And now he dropped out all of a sudden. It's like he spun a web of lies and, you know, got lost in his own sauce. Some ordinary spider. I don't even know how to explain this, you know. Maybe he started out just like kind of like slightly exaggerating his qualifications, and then he just, you know, got sort of caught in the lie and ended up living it.
I feel like there's a weird misconception. People think I'm like some fucking crazy degree holder. It's like, no. No, I would have been way more in fucking university debt if I went down that fucking route.
I sure wonder why people might have that impression.
Is it bad if you don't get a STEM degree? Look, I'm gonna sound biased as fuck, but STEM degrees all the way. I'm gonna sound biased because, you know, as an engineer, like, you know, you want to get the degree that's gonna
Diamonds are made under pressure, and Mutahar here is still stuck on iron armor. Like, at this point, I'm expecting a classic Mutahar trademarked apology video, and, you know, I hope he grabs a ukulele.
Other times he says he's a former engineer.
So, like, being a former engineer, like, I virtualize, like, everything, so I, like, contain shit. And
Even an ex-engineer.
The coolest ways possible. I'm like a fucking ex-engineer.
But here's the thing. He's been saying he used to be an engineer, or that he worked as an engineer for 10 years.
You know what? F it. I'm unsubscribing from you, Mutahar.
I wanted to share sort of my engineering background with you. Okay, I worked as a fucking engineer, alright, before I went into this. I also like to mess around with technology. I myself used to be an engineer before I went into the video editing route.
Mutahar started his channel in 2012, the same year he turned 18. By video editing route, he means that he switched careers after his channel began taking off.
Ask any slightly overweight kid in America what they want to be when they grow up. They'll say YouTuber, and somehow, you know, Mutahar thinks he's better than all of us. He's a big boy engineer. Then again, I kind of see his struggle. If somebody asks me in real life what I do for work, I say something stupid like digital marketing.
I worked in film and TV before I still don't have a fancy fucking degree, okay? And there you go, I filmed it, alright? I used my film degree to something.
He calls it a film degree, but it's actually a 2-year broadcasting/videography diploma he got from Humber College between 2013 and 2015.
Dude, who cares? There's nothing to be ashamed of getting a diploma or like a certificate for cinematography. You're pursuing your passions, you know? Then again, I understand like the pressure your parents can put on you, which is like more common in Southeast Asian or just any general broad Asian culture. But lying about this is honestly like insane.
If he went back to studying to get an actual engineering degree, he never mentioned anything about it. Not a single slip. Mutahar was never a real engineer, but he's been calling himself one for a decade because of tech jobs he supposedly had before 2013 or 2012.
Because I never tell people like what I do. Like I never tell people anything, right? Like I don't even tell people I'm not an engineer. I haven't been one for like years.
This is like finding out Santa Claus isn't real. This is like devastating. I thought my slop was handed to me on a silver platter by a professional, not some kind of phony. Bro should have never put on that medallion.
No.
I'm a computer engineer. It reminds me of another quote. I used to work. Mutahar, the burger flipping engineer. Okay. I heard Mutahar has been deleting his backlog of YouTube videos recently, and now I see this. Damn.
No, I'm video editor. You know, that's how I pay for the strip club and the home.
In 2019, he conflated being a video engineer with being a computer engineer.
I'm a computer engineer, so I really a video engineer, whatever you want to call it. I'm one of those people, so...
Again, totally different qualifications.
Now, for those of you who don't know, one of my side hobbies turned basic, you know, general second profession of mine is day trading, swing trading, whatever you want to call it. I like to sit in the mornings, sip my coffee, you know, go on the NASDAQ, see what I can look pre-market, buy, sell, and be done by, what, 11 or something?
I'm also a crypto master. I trade bitcoins on the side. You cannot be an engineer, work in a regular 9-to-5 job in an office, and, you know, simultaneously freaking be glued to your screen losing hair day trading. You are not Bradley Cooper from Limitless. You are not that guy, pal. You are not that guy.
In 2021, he claimed his job was trading and investing.
My job right now, I just sit around and trade and invest. That's what my job is.
That's like something your unemployed bum friend says when you're like, dude, when are you gonna get a job? And he's like, day trading's a real job.
I invest. That's my job now. I just sort of sit home and invest money.
Now, if I was ashamed of only being a YouTuber, that is the job I'd be claiming to have. When asked by guests on his podcast about his computer work, he claimed it's only a hobby now.
I don't know how much you want to delve into this, but like, do you do computer stuff on the side, or that's your main thing?
I literally just invest money. Like, I buy property and I invest in...
So it's this Canadian's fault the housing market went up. I get it. No, like, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Like, at this point, I don't even think Mutahar himself knows what job he's doing.
So before YouTube, Mutahar did the computer, programming, cybersecurity work he thinks entitles him to call himself an engineer.
First Dr. Disrespect isn't a doctor, and now Mutahar isn't an engineer. It's over for YouTube.
How many subs do you have on YouTube?
I think like 3.4 or 5 million or something. I don't know. I don't know the exact amount.
3.5, like 3.5 million. We'll say that. And you're still doing multiple 9-to-5s where you're running different businesses. You were talking about Q4
Yeah, I'm the
being
CEO of our
extremely
own
busy.
company. Like, I'm the CEO of
Right.
like our own group. We do a lot of like property and like asset investment around where we live.
Now he's a massive real estate tycoon? Like, what's going on, bro?
You upload how many videos a week?
A day. Like, I upload it every day.
This is why exactly, and why I always
He really loves bathing in that praise, but it's not enough. He needs to flex more.
Well, that's
only
like
you
that's
can
like
do
the
that.
that's like the algorithm tell,
what?
right? Like when you're like an engineer and somebody's
I've never seen an expose of this magnitude on anybody, and you know, props to this guy. Subscribe to this guy's channel. He like did the work.
cybersecurity, because that's what you went to school for. You're like, homeboy's very smart. You do actually business, and then YouTube is a
YouTube is always like the secondary side gig.
Even the podcast homies don't know the truth.
This guy has a wife, he's a CEO, he works 9 to 5, and he uploads daily.
He's literally just the Johnny Sins of YouTube. He's just out here hustling. We don't understand it. You know what would happen if Muta didn't go to work? A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up, disappears. It ceases to exist.
I upload every day and YouTube's not even my job. I was like, shut the f up, bro. But like, yes, it is. Shut up, bro.
Even Ethan Klein's spidey senses were tingling.
He has definitely been lying about being an engineer for a decade, benefiting from the prestige, the authority, and the credibility that comes with that label. You don't call yourself an engineer dozens of times without specifying you're talking about programming jobs you did 10 years ago. He's clearly mostly just a self-taught tech enthusiast, not an engineer.
Unlike Mutahar, I'm not a liar. You know, my hands are in the air. I might have been the guy who put Mr. Who's the Boss in the video.
It might not be illegal for Mutahar to lie about being an engineer, but by any reasonable definition, he is a total fraud.
Like most Southeast Asians, his credentials are sus. Shockingly to absolutely no one, Twitter found this as an excuse to be racist, and, you know, I'm gonna stand by my Canadian viewers here for a second. Well, you know, at least the ones that prefer iPhone to Android.
Why y'all keep on saying the iPhone better than Android? It's just as good.
It's not a race-specific thing to be a habitual liar, so, you know, let's stop that dialogue right there.
He has no computer engineering degree, or even a computer science degree, but he still presents himself as an engineer, a computer engineer, or a computer science engineer.
And I just scratched the tip of the iceberg. This video goes above and beyond to genuinely check it out. But the ending, chef's kiss, absolute cinema.
Oi, you have to pay for that, young man. I'm a fucking computer engineer. I don't care.
The only power I have is the one you give me when you lie. By the way, you're exhibiting signs of ADHD. Trust me, I'm an ADHD engineer. Mic drop.